Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and I was always told how to voice a radio. So today, well, here's the thing. I did a video very, very shortly ago, and I told you that it contained all of the news that we got about Pokemon from E3. And that was true. It included all the news that Pokemon gave us during their Nintendo Direct and during their Treehouse Live segment. Well, unfortunately, or indeed fortunately, yeah, we've now got more information. You see, I told you that there was going to be a demo, and I told you that that demo was going to involve a fight against Nessa, the water gym leader in the water gym. Well, it turns out that in that fight, a couple of new Pokemon have gone and been revealed. And I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but that excites me rather much indeed. Now, there are multiple sources where this information has been leaked. My favourite of them is Cerebi.net, a ridiculously great Pokemon website. If you're not checking it on a very regular basis, you probably should be. So big up to Cerebi. Now, my favourite of the two that has been revealed so far is Yamper. How cute is Yamper? Now, Yamper is clearly supposed to be a little corgi dog, and that shouldn't surprise you. You could have guessed that a corgi Pokemon was coming, because of course this is a game that is essentially set in Great Britain, and the Queen has corgis. The Queen is a corgi-loving person. The Queen has corgis. It's a game set in England, Great Britain, UK, however you want to say it. As far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen, this was an inevitability. Now, we do know a little bit about this. It is an electric-type Pokemon. No word on whether this is an evolution or whether it has any known evolutions. I would imagine that this is a pre-evolution. I would imagine it does evolve. I have no basis for this other than blind guesswork. But it's actually got a brand new ability, Ball Fetch. And it's kind of a nice ability. What it does is the first Pokeball that you throw comes back to you. Although it only works if you're not holding an item. If the Pokemon is holding an item, it won't actually work. As it stands at the moment, Yamper is the only Pokemon we know of that has this particular ability. And Yamper, we've seen it, obviously it was in the demo, so it had some moves. The moves it had in the demo were Play Rough, Spark, Crunch, and Wild Charge. I'm a little bit in love with Yamper, I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little bit in love with Yamper. He might be my favourite of the new Pokemon we've seen so far. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Wooloo. My daughter got a new cuddly sheep toy at the weekend, and my wife's like, what are we going to call it? And I'm like, Wooloo? Why would we call it anything else? And now when I ask my daughter where's Wooloo, she runs and grabs her little sheep toy, and it's amazing. But I think Yamper might be beating out Wooloo for best new Pokemon so far. Now, we've had another Pokemon that was leaked out of the E3 demo, and it is Impidimp. Now, not a huge fan of the name, not loving the design so much, but what I do find extremely interesting is that it is a Dark Fairy Pokemon. And the thing is, we've never had a Dark Fairy Pokemon before, which is not terribly surprising. Dark and Fairy are very much opposites of each other, not unlike Fire and Water, for instance. So, it's not that surprising that we've never had a Dark Fairy Pokemon. This is the first one we've had. Cool. Once again, no word on whether this is an evolution or whether it does evolve. This information will all become clearer nearer the time. Now, no word on any kind of ability that it has, unfortunately, but we do know 3 of the moves: Play Rough, just like Yamper had, Sucker Punch, and Assurance. Cool. And we don't know a huge amount more, unfortunately. Being revealed in a demo, we basically get to know their typings, whatever moves they've got, and maybe the ability. Obviously, more information about these Pokemon will come out over time. When it does, I'm going to share it on here. Make no mistake, this is still a Pokemon trading card game channel. Every new card, every new deck, every new product, piece of news, everything you need to know about the Pokemon trading card game will be covered on this channel. It's what we do. But I am super hyped for Sword and Shield, as I'm sure the vast majority of people watching this channel are. So make no mistake about it, we are going to be feverishly covering Sword and Shield in a way that I didn't really do properly for Sun and Moon. I'm going to change that this time round. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are so you can get all the new Sword and Shield news. For now, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about these Pokemon. And of course, do drop a like on the video. It would make me very happy. If you want to get in touch with me, you can follow me on Twitter at @TheWassy. And do make sure you're following on Twitch at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio for some live action. If you want to support the channel, then you can get some bonus podcasts and all that. Head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio. And please check out youtube.com/WassyPlays, where we look at other games that don't have Pokemon in. We've just started covering the Final Fantasy TCG. It's awesome. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.